Today's hike, we're going to be going up to Lac Blanc, which is kind of the north end of the Chamonix Valley. You might notice I'm actually on a cable car at the moment. That's the Flegere lift. And it cuts out the first 800 metres of climbing, which, if you look, is kind of like similar to yesterday. There's going to be lots of pine forests, larch forests by the looks of things. And yeah, I don't think we need to go through that again. Our legs are pretty blown out from yesterday's La Junction hike. So we're saving our legs a little bit by taking this cable car up. 16 euros per person to go up, so it's not too bad. And I think it'll be worth every penny for the amount of agony it's going to save us. So yeah, this takes us up 800 metres, so our starting point is going to be about 1,800 metres, and then we're going to climb up to Lac Blanc and then walk all the way round and down on the Grand Balcon Sud path, which is part of the one of the key Mont Blanc hiking routes. It's called the Sud not because it's in the south, but because it looks south, I think. That's the only explanation I can have for why they've called it that. So yeah, we're gonna hopefully have a day of fantastic views. Obviously looking south all day will mean we should get some good views of Mont Blanc. It's currently in cloud, as you can see, but we're expecting it to brighten up a little bit later on today. So we're now off the Flegere lift, and it's kind of a little bit ugly around here with all the ski infrastructure. It doesn't exactly look nice during the summer, but I'm wearing my raincoat because this rain cloud here has just passed over us, and some quite heavy rain. Now, thankfully, on the other side of the valley, and the sun is out, and we are headed up there somewhere. I'm not sure exactly which path it is. I think it's this one in front of us here. And it goes up and over, and Lac Blanc's over there. So let's get on it. We haven't exactly come far. You can see the Flegere lift station in the background there, and just up here on the left there's marmots, so definitely something to keep your eye open for on this hike. Pretty cool seeing him. Sort of ran along, spotted it with the naked eye originally. I'm hoping we'll see a few more actually. It's good territory for them around here. Don't be fooled by these lakes here. These are not Lac Blanc, these are Lac Brun. They're actually completely full of newts. It's kind of a cool place to have so much wildlife all high up in the mountains. It can't have been that long ago that this would all have been frozen over and snowy. Views from here already pretty good, even though Mont Blanc is mostly in the cloud at the moment. Doesn't really take too long and you've kind of left all the ski infrastructure behind. We're now into the this is the Aiguille Rouge Nature Reserve, I think it is, yeah, no ski lifts here, no ski runs. Haven't seen anybody actually. It's really quiet over this side. We're starting to get these nice views. See, we're looking towards Mer de Glace over there, and yeah, can't actually even see Chamonix town from here either. But yeah, the path is quite clear. It's easy to follow. I'll give you a little view. So we've climbed 300 metres up from the Flegere, so it's not really a huge altitude gain, but we must be at about 2,300 metres above sea level now. You can see we've got some snow behind us on the hills there. I don't know if you can catch that there we are. Snow behind us. Another little lake there. A section of boardwalk I'm just about to step on. But I think just up there, over that rise, that's where we should find Lac Blanc. And then I wonder what it's going to look like. Last time I was there in June, it was all kind of frozen over actually, with big chunks of icebergs floating around on it. So let's see what it's like today. So I wasn't quite as close to Lac Blanc as I actually originally thought, but I've stopped here. We must be getting there soon because we're about 2,300 metres above sea level now, and we've climbed up about 500 metres from the Flegere lift. But it's quite an interesting viewpoint here. As you can see, we're above the snow line. You can see lots of snow behind me here. But if you look the other way, you can see 5 different glaciers. You've got Taconnay, then Bossons, then Mer de Glace, Argentiere, and Glacier de Tours. Over there is Switzerland. Down there is Chamonix. And yeah, we must be getting pretty close to Lac Blanc now. There's a guy up there with a red top, and I think he's roughly where the lake is. So let's head on up. We're gonna have to cross this snow actually, so I'm glad I've worn proper hiking boots today instead of the trainers, because we're gonna cross the snow here, and I think we're nearly there by that point. It's a little bit cold and a little bit windy, so I'm gonna keep moving before I freeze. Right, we're nearly at Lac Blanc. I recognise where we are now, and in this patch of snow we've just walked across. Just thought I'd film this because I think this is like that Saharan dust that blows in, and where the snow's melted, it's all sort of accumulated in this area and left it a kind of weird orangey colour. But yeah, right now our path runs across the snow here, so I'm going to have to put the camera down so I can hold my poles. Here we are actually at Lac Blanc, and sure enough there's great big lumps of ice floating around in it and piles of snow running down into it as well. Really spectacular spot. The water actually is not Blanc, of course. It's called Lac Blanc because of the ice in it, but it's actually incredibly clear, this water. You can see it's classic sort of glacial runoff. There's a little cafe here as well. I don't know if it's actually open today. If it is, I might grab myself a cappuccino, but otherwise we're going to walk around to the other side of the lake so you can see the view of the bigger area. So that's the lower lake and the cafe. There's like a little torrent that runs between, and then up here is the upper lake, which is really frozen. Absolutely stunning stuff. Now leaving Lac Blanc and heading in the direction of Argentiere. You see Lac Blanc's right behind us there. Heading in the direction of Argentiere. We're going to go past some not so Blanc lacs. There's a fairly steep section we have to do first. We're heading over there, so let's navigate our way down these steps. Oh, and look, yes, while we're here, you can see the top of Mont Blanc right there. So off to the right is the Dôme de Goutte, and to the left, well, in the centre of that patch of blue sky is Mont Blanc itself, right above the Bossons Glacier. That's the first glimpse we've had of it actually since we arrived here. So at this point, just below Lac Blanc, there are these seriously dodgy steps, which you have to put a lot of faith in them being in one piece and holding together properly. I can just see me stepping on them and one of them deciding to move, but yeah, and just beneath that there's actually a little short section of sort of via ferrata stuff, which is just sort of iron ladders nailed into the cliff, but again, nothing particularly technical. The nature reserve we're in is called the Aiguille Rouge Nature Reserve, and I presume it's referenced these mountains here. Aiguille Rouge translates as red arrows, and you can kind of see what they're talking about because they really have got quite a rusty red colour to them compared to the other mountains in the area. This is quite a cool little bit of the track here. We're sort of going along next to a steep precipice, bit of snow, and just the views just keep coming at you the whole time on this walk. eagle of some sort. Do you know what it is, Chuck?
I think it's golden eagle, yeah.
Golden eagle, nice, golden eagle.
Fly over your head.
Superb. I mean, it probably is not coming out on the GoPro, but great to see. It certainly is huge. Fantastic. Right, I'm going to get my binoculars out, I think. Now up above Argentiere, that's the Argentiere glacier in front of us and Argentiere town below us, and just following the ridge along. It's really lovely and peaceful. There's a nice cool breeze, which has changed quite a lot. I've been boiling hot and freezing cold in very short succession here. Yeah, just sort of heading north still, and then I think just over this ridge here we're going to descend quite steeply downwards, so it's going to give my knees a workout. They're going to be pretty hard to spot, but we've got through the GoPro, but there's some mountain goats ahead of us. I'm not sure what species they are exactly, but it's nice to see some large mammals up here. It's been a really good day for wildlife. Don't know if you can see them up ahead. They're just behind that boulder directly up there. We're descending this pretty steep section now. You can see the main road down below us, heading in the direction of Switzerland, and we've just seen a large mountain goat called a boutin. Unfortunately, it was nowhere near close enough for me to get a good picture of it, but oh, there it is, there it is, look, there it is. Right ahead of us there. Right, this is going away. I'm going to see if I can get a decent picture. So that was a pretty amazing encounter we had back there with that mountain goat, which I was told was a boutin. Looks a lot like an ibex to me, but I'll have to check that one out later. Currently heading down the steepest part of the route, and we've got these switchback sections which look like they'd be a lot of fun on a mountain bike, but quite hard work walking. I think we've got a brief section alongside that road down there, and then we start to climb back up again. We're now down by a moderately busy road here, and they seem to be setting up for, I don't know, some gantry for Marathon de Mont Blanc or Tour de France or something. But this little river down here is very, very refreshing in the circumstances, so we're just making the most of it. And then we're going to turn off right, go up that little path there. That bit with the river and the road was the Col de Montets, and we're immediately back under the trees and heading uphill. We've just done the penultimate climb of the day, so we're reaching a little col here, signed to Argentiere there, and that's the direction we're going. So there's going to be a little bit of downhill, a little bit of uphill, and then a long drag down to the finish. So it's been a long day, but it's been good. So many amazing animals today, and incredible views from the first bit as well, so great success. That is one enormous boulder falling off that cliff in the background there at some point. So we're about 8.5 miles in now. We're all feeling very tired. We haven't run out of water this time, so that's good. But yeah, we've just seen a sign for Argentiere, 25 minutes walking. So we're going to get down there, where hopefully we'll be able to pick up the bus back to Chamonix. And it's been, I'll tell you, this last little bit's been great actually, through this incredible boulder field. It's been really enjoyable, but absolutely shattered, so time to get down and get cleaned up. This last little section down through the woods is very nice though. So that's it. I think that's the bottom of the hill now. Just going over this lovely little stream here, and there's Argentiere just right in front of us through the trees there. Let's have a little look and see what our stats are. So, oh, I don't know what I did there. To be honest, I don't really know exactly how far we've gone.
9.2 miles.
9.2 miles apparently.
6 hours.
And I think we did about 1,000 meters vertical. So it's not bad, despite getting the Flegere lift up to start. We've still managed to do a fair bit of climbing, and it's been a really incredible day. Great views, loads and loads of amazing nature sights, so definitely comes highly recommended. But I think we need a little sit down now after 2 days of pretty intense hiking. Let's call it a day for now, and yeah, hope you enjoyed following along with our little hike today. See you next time. Right, let's get this train back to Chamonix.